Okay, hello? I I don't know what happened. As soon as I went live, my whole computer exploded, but I think I'm back. I don't know if the stream broke. Like, am I still live? Can you guys hear me? Oh god, this is not off to a good start. The only person getting fucked is me. Okay, let me open stream. Oh god. Okay, well there's 100 people here. Was not expecting that. I thought this was a 60 viewer stream for sure. Okay, everyone's here. Woo! Thank goodness. I can unpin the don't fuck me button. By the way, hi, bad guy number 13. I saw you up there. I just want to acknowledge I saw you. Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. A little bit more of a frantic start today. It was a goof. I was just catching you on your toes, making sure everyone was paying attention, because today's bit of a doozy. Let me update the Discord on what happened. Stream accidentally killed itself, but it's live now. Okay. Alright, so few things to discuss today. Let me throw us over to the proper display. Oh god, I gotta pull up my... Can I just pull up, continue where I left off? Yeah, do that. Okay. Yeah, so, a couple things I need to address. First off, you might have seen, I know I'm not on the other display. I'm getting it set up right now. This stream, originally, when it was scheduled, was Joe and John Persona finally play Persona 1. I was an idiot, and I thought we talked about that on Monday. It's now Wednesday. I thought John was, or it's now Tuesday. I thought John was free today. He's free tomorrow. So, in a very last-minute twist, I had to find something else to stream today. And then I will be properly streaming Persona 1 tomorrow. Which I know to everyone, it looks like I am just pushing off Persona 1. I promise you, I am, but I'm not doing it on purpose. Let me get my little PNG tuber set up. Okay. We don't have to go over too much today, like we've had to the past couple starts of stream. Normally, at the start of the Bankrupt-a-thon, I explain what's happening. Essentially, I am just doing a series of streams until the end of the month to try to raise enough money to afford bankruptcy. Now, we have actually already hit our goal of having enough for me to properly file bankruptcy because of how fucked my living situation has become. But the community, in a loud majority, said that we should push for $10,000. If I'm able to push for $10,000, I will be able to do YouTube full-time. Thank you! Oh god, don't worry, 13. There are a surprising amount of requests for another Fortnite stream. It won't be the only opportunity. But yeah, basically, the goal is now set to $10,000. We have a couple of stretch goals here, that if we hit these goals, I will do them. I will eventually replace this one because I'm accidentally doing that early because I needed something last minute. Okay, but if anyone would like to donate towards the cause at any point today, you can of course do that through YouTube messages, but if you're more comfortable with it, the donate button on the top of the description of stream, that takes it directly to PayPal, which I get 100% of the donations made here, whereas YouTube I only get 70%. But now that that's all addressed, we need to decide which of all the modern trilogy Persona shadows I will have sex with. A lot of people were annoyed with the title of this video because it's called, like, smashing every Persona demon, which that's not technically the correct... Hey, thank you, Snake and Wolf, for the 20 schmunners. I really appreciate that. I need to get a custom noise set up for PayPal donations. Persona 3 Aesthetics. Sorry, I gotta throw everything back together now. Okay, yeah. People were annoyed that I said demons instead of, like, just saying, oh yeah, the Persona creatures, whatever. I wanted to be very careful with how I titled this stream, because I did not want there to be any room for miscommunication on if I was ranking the Persona users. Like, I am not going down that hill. We're just talking about the funny summons. As you can see, we are not just going to do a typical smash or pass, one or the other. World is black and white here. I have a few tiers, because I, without getting into too much personal detail, am a certified switch. I am both a top and bottom. Most people don't even know I have a girlfriend or have had sex before. Both of those are true. This one is just stupid. I didn't want to start Persona 1 until I had John, and I had this tier list. I thought it would be kind of funny, alright? I am now going to read chat because I've done a lot of just babbling, and I am checking in now. Does Joe read chat? I tried to, as of this moment. At the beginning of the stream, I usually have to run through a few pieces. Whoa! Helping you get to Persona Q eventually. Thank you so much, Typhonic Tengoose. Holy shit! And thank you, strangely, for the $10 comment. Kind of a tough act to follow, but any amount helps. Thank you so much. God damn, we are... okay, and here comes the gamer. I've been super busy during...
this whole Bankrupt-aton, but I figured I'd contribute this MTH. Good luck, Joe.
I want to throw out there before we officially get started on this list. Every time that I do another one of these Bankrupt-athon streams, I am always convinced that we are done getting donations or views. Every day I come in, I'm expecting no more than like 50 viewers. So the fact that every day we're averaging around like 175 and like still getting donations, that's crazy. Thank you guys so much. Oh. Thank you. Stay hydrated for the jewels. I will take a sip of my drink while I do this. Also, for this tier list, I will be accepting audience arguments if you would like to dispute where these should be ranked. Alright. Let's get started. I need to make a little bit of leeway before I get lost in the donation milestone brigade. First off, Abaddon, hard pass. Yeah, he's got that throat, he's got a big mouth, but he's just a pile of trash, you know? He's just goo. There's gonna be a lot of characters we could put in the just goo category. Oh, Gavin, thank you so much. I thought I cut you off. You're done, Gavin, you're done. I'm looking at the next two entries, and God, now that I'm actually like doing the list, I'm realizing how uncomfortable this is to talk about. I thought this would be funny. It's gonna be a tier that's just too childlike for me comfortably to answer, and that's where I'm gonna put Agatheon and Alice. This just feels like I need it to be safe for the rest of my career. Elliot, that's just a fucking rhombus. Pass. Alp? Alp, though? I think that's Smash. I think that's a... Ooh. Any way they want? No. I think I'm bottoming Alp. I think she's too pretty, and you're gonna learn from me, if I think something is pretty, it's going to overwhelm me, like, confidence-wise. Thank you, 33, for the, dead meme. Can top the 200, but I hope this helps. It does! Thank you so much. Joe, do not go bald, please. Oh yeah, someone donated $500 last stream to tell me not to shave my head. I'm gonna listen to them. It would take someone donating over $500 with the specific intention to say go bald for me to overrule that, which I don't think anyone really wants me to go bald, so like I'm not worried about that. Alaroon. Is that a horse? Not exactly a deal breaker. I just can't tell by that picture. No, oh no, Alaroon, very pretty woman. Where are my manners? That's a top them. Ama, no, Uzume, oh, that's the hardest smash, but I'll bottom them. Like, no contest. Are you kidding me? We're lucky that there's actually a lot more, like, pretty women at the start of this list than I anticipated. Ame no Uzume better be in the top tier, otherwise I'm gonna go watch John instead. Oh yeah, I forgot John was streaming right now. Thank you for the people who are here when way more professional John persona is live. A little bit of cross-promotion.
Can't give anything else at the mall. Persona/demons in suits. No more elaboration required.
At the yeah, I agree, Maury. That does actually kind of give me an idea. To do something a little bit more interesting with donations, if you want to donate to talk about a specific persona and place them for me, go ahead. I guess that's a fun little stipulation we'll add to this video. Joe, do not tell John we're here. Okay, all right. Hey, look, I respect the multi-streamers. If you guys just want to throw me on and then mute me and go watch John stream, I'll take it. I'll take the numbers. Okay, Ama, I think that's just a dog. Again, not necessarily a deal breaker depending on the dog. Oh, that's a croc.
I just been busy with work. I hope you reach the 10,000 to stay on.
Thank you, Black Light Leon. No, I'm sorry. I have limits. This is a more even list than I thought it would be at this point, but no. It's got to be like a really kind of Zootopia anthropomorphic kind of dog to get me to consider it. Oh, good answer, Joe. Thank you, Candy.
Why watch something professional when we can see what you would take to Pound Town?
So true. Let's go. Let's go, Oscar. Jack Frost better be top tier. We will partake. I will be going back and forth from John's stream to Joe's stream. I would really like if there was like one or two people who got the chats mixed up. So like John's going over there playing like, I think he's playing Resident Evil or something right now. Let me look. Yeah, Resident Evil. So there's like people in chat that's like, oh my god, I can't believe you forgot to fuck Jack Frost. And he's like, what are you talking about? Anata, no. Hard pass. Too many heads? Not the kind of heads I want. Andres? I feel like a lot of people here would say Smash. It's one of the more humanoid. I get it. He's a buff dude, and he looks like he would be a gentle lover, but not my personal cup of tea. What was that? Thank you, Letterboy, for the 10 jewels, and number 13, obligatory Shijo on my Frederick till I bankrupt. Alright, Angel. Oh, fucking any way they want it. Are you kidding me? I think Angel is the definition of I'll do anything they want. Are you kidding me? Hot BDSM Angel lady? Come on. The like list was made for her. Good answer, Joe. Yep, thank you. For those of you who don't know the bit, we played Trivia Murder Party day before yesterday, and the running joke was chat would say good answer, Joe, or bad answer, Joe, if I got trivia wrong. So that's kind of a run over from that today. On a scale of 1 to pineapple, what is your favorite color of the alphabet? I'm going to go with Captain Crunch. Kind of a hot take, but that's just kind of what my brain's telling me to answer that. The Switch of all time. Yep, exactly. Anubis. If I'm hammered. Like I said, if the dog is anthropomorphic enough, I could be talked into it. And he's a smart guy. He looks like he would be a condescending lover. Like a kind of bully you kind of way.
It has to be an S tier. Commit to the bit, Joe. P.S. Congrats, Adam. Hope the child is born okay and healthy.
Of course. I've been trying to pass over the comments about like congratulating Adam on having a kid. So if anyone wants to say that, I'll try to get the word over. He's usually asleep at the time of streaming because he's in the UK, but he has been seeing your messages. Anzu, pass. No, that's a hard pass. I feel like anything that's just a fucking creature, I can't talk myself into. Asparis, that's a smash. Bottom them. I kind of want to have a tier that's any way they want it, but a bit more neutral. Like, I'll smash, but I don't have a preference. But then I feel like we can't have, like... It makes me look like the horniest motherfucker alive if I have, like, 5 different I would have sex with them tiers. There needs to be a little bit of balance. This cannot be real. I know, I'm so scared of this stream in particular because I'm terrified of, like, in 3 years, some controversy happens where people try to say I'm a creep. This is not an omission or an admission. I'm not a creep. I don't think I am, personally. Despite the topic at hand, I'd like to think I'm a very neutral guy. I have my girlfriend. She is of age. We are a very consensual relationship. But it happens with YouTubers. People on Twitter will try to say this guy's a creep. And I'm so afraid people will take a clip from this stream of me being like, yeah, I'd fuck the shit out of Jack Frost and use that as bait. So now it's like, whatever happens at this point, it's just my fault. Joe, I would say we would never hold that against you. But if you yiffed the fox... Hey, I never said anything about yiffing. Positive or negative. Ari Mitsuma. No, hard pass. It's just a creature. That motherfucker who reflects fizz... That seems appropriate. Like that's right. It would be a sin if this wasn't its own tier. Anyone who I know off the dome that reflects or nullifies fizz, I'm just gonna put immune to have a more accurate term. Archangel, same thing as Anubis. But actually, like, I'm more down for it. This is a responsible gentleman. Kind of a toxic lover, same as Anubis. But I'm more down for it because he's not a dog. I'm not anti-furry, as you can see. We've got some animals on the list right now. But there's like a chivalrous fantasy element to Archangel, you know? An innocent sin? I'm crying. What did I walk in on? I'm sorry. Like, no, you know what? I'm not sorry. Anyone who knows me well enough to be on this stream that's like trying to make me a full-time YouTuber, this is the type of shit you're encouraging to happen full-time. I'm a pretty normal guy, all things considered, but I'm not afraid to do some fucking stupid shit, man. I'm not sorry for this. All right, Ardha, that's a I would let them top me, I think. Let me get a better look at this guy. All right, this girl. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm taking the pound town on that one. Peak stream. Yeah. Hey, I mean, you guys seem to care. There's a lot more humanoid characters than I remembered. Yeah. I'm streaming. I can't talk right now. I can't hear you. No, I'm streaming to 300 people. Horrible stream for someone to try to walk into my room and talk to me. Oh my god. That's my little sister. I don't want her to know what I'm doing. Okay. Now I need to like give a buffer to make sure no one's standing by the door. Holy shit. What I was going to say before is I was expecting 90% of these personas to be creatures like Chronozon, you know, where it's like a lot more of a... a lot more of a pass to smash ratio, but we've been pretty lucky so far. Let's see. Hey Joe, I'm going to be here Thursday because it's my birthday, and I'm gonna go see a new Spider-Man movie. Congrats, Freddy! Happy early birthday! I am so excited for the new Spider-Man movie, and I am begging that no one put spoilers in here at any point during the next couple streams. Because we are going to try and stream every day until the 31st. So we'll be streaming the day it comes out, so this is a notice now. Please do not spoil that movie for me. Vampire says, does this list include the Persona users' personas? And yes, they do. They are all the way down here at the bottom. I will try to alternate between the regular demons and these ones. Let's take a few down here that I know my answers on immediately. All right. First off, where is she? You guys say I don't like On. On gets the shaft. I shouldn't say it like that. On gets neglected in my videos a lot. Let's just go ahead and take all of the On Carmen fusions and put them up here. Which maybe that's antithetical to my complaints about how Atlas handles On writing. But come on, it's Carmen. Not talking about On at all. These are just the pretty girl personas.
For AO3.
Thank you. Can I write fanfiction for your 5 tiers for AO3? Sure. Just don't write me doing anything too weird in them. Actually, yeah. Here's how we should do this. In chat, go ahead and tell me which demons or personas you want me to rank, and I will try and listen to chat and do the ones you guys want. For example, Pandora. This is, I believe, Sophia's second evolution fusion. It goes from, like, Owliet-ass boxes into a cute girl. That's a smash. I'd top them for sure. The box has opened, as it were, and I'm rummaging. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Raoul, Jack Frost, and Loki. So let's get those out of the way. Because Jack Frost, I've been seeing people ask the whole stream. Jack Frost, I want to say any way they want it. Because it says Jack Frost Smash on the thumbnail. That's what most people are associating this stream with. But, like, he's a little too cartoon childish that, like, I'm a little uncomfortable saying, like, oh yeah, for sure. I kind of want to make a for the clout tier. Well, like, given the opportunity, if my girlfriend was like, hey, let's do roleplay sex, I'll dress up as Jack Frost from SMT. I'm not saying no. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put, too much of a friend. And we'll make it Jack Frost Blue. How about that? That seems fair. And so many people are upset that I'm not fucking the snowman. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep my career somewhat intact. Good answer, nephew. Thanks, Amit. Joe, do King Frost, I beg of thee. Okay, that's... No, that's not much better of a discussion, because I was going to be like, oh yeah, well, King Frost is obviously a lot older. That's less guilty of a answer, but, like, King Frost, like, what do you even do with that guy, you know? Trying to remember how to do the alphabet. No. King Frost is like, it loses any sex appeal. You could have argued for Jack Frost. That's a pass. The cool Athena. Athena here asking, what's your favorite Ace Attorney game? Funny that you had to distinguish the cool Athena. I really like Dual Destinies, even if it is not the best in the series. It was the first one that I played, which made for some very interesting catching up on the lore because I jumped into that series in like game 7. But, you know, good game. Let's see. Oh, someone said, did we hit 10K? What's up with the bar? No. We are at, let me see. We're at like 55% total. It's kind of tricky because I have 2 different donations. This one is tracking super chats and this one is tracking PayPal donations. But like they both started at 51. So like we're actually like closer to 55%. I'll do like a 2-minute break in stream later and try to like clean that up a bit. Okay. But before that, let me do the things I was promising to do. People were asking about Loki, my boy. Let's grab Robin Hood while we're at it afterwards. Loki, believe it or not, kind of too much of a creep. It's like, I would do it for the clout of Loki, you know? Kind of, he's too much of a rap bastard. That, like, I think that's if I'm hammered, you know? It really depends on if Akechi is there. But Robin Hood and Hereward, that's any way they want it. He's less of a slime ball and more of just like a big, handsome guy. Are you kidding me? My girlfriend's gonna watch this stream and she's gonna hold it over my head forever. You have no idea. Cool Athena, $3. I said case, not game. Oh, oh god. Again, I'm not saying this is the best case, but the final chapter of Dual Destinies, I remember being so hyped for as a kid. Because I was like, oh, we're at the climax of the story. Oh, I guess I should start streaming on Twitch, too. That might be helpful. Hey, Joe, have you played any Sonic games? Yes, I have.
Hey, Joe, have you played any Sonic games?
I've played a little bit of most of them. I've played, like, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, halfway through each one. I played a lot of Unleashed on the Wii as a kid. The only Sonic game I have officially beaten not 100%, but to completion is Mania. And I did that for the very first real video on this channel. I'm looking back at chat. What do we want? Dominion. Joe, please, Dominion, please. Shiro's asking for it. Is Dominion another creature? Dominion. Like, Dominion? Oh. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Any way they want it. That's like... I've made this clear with some of my explanations for Archangel and Anubis. A pretty boy that's gonna be mean to me? Like, just look at my appreciation for Akechi. Like, that's elite tier. I just want someone who's pretty and that's gonna bully me about it. That's the goal. Alright, I'll get Mara out of the way, because that's another meme pick I keep seeing in chat. I think Mara nullifies Fizz. I'm like pretty sure. I'm gonna be careful with what I Google here. Does this tell me they're... Okay, they're immune to gunshot, so they can't take back shots, is what I'm hearing. Hard pass. This is outrageous, Rain Candy says in chat. Okay. Welcome back at chat. Go ahead and drop your suggestions, gamers. Ernesto, easy, would bottom them. I would say I'd have it any way they want it, but I know they would top it. Like, are you kidding me? Not even close. Attempt 6 of asking Joe to rank Sandreon and Ella. Okay, well, hey, 6 times the charm. I saw it that time. Sandreon. God, the fucking... These these creatures should not be on this list as many times as they are. Let's see, Cendrillon. I know I've scrolled past it at this point. Is it near the bottom? Okay. Yep. Smash on both. Interesting. All right, check this out. I would top Cendrillon, but I would bottom Vanitas. Or Vanitas, the Kingdom Hearts music starts playing. I hope you guys kind of see the idea with that. Joe, please do Satan. Okay? You're the boss. If I can find him. I have to remember the alphabet, and you guys know that's kind of a blind spot for me. Okay, is there just a dude named Satan? Like Satan Tayson? Like the Ryuji guy? Cause like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not into the Sun Wukong monkey. No, not if I'm hammered. By the way, have you played the Ace Attorney Investigations games? If not, add it to the list. I have not played it myself, but I did watch a friend play through a good deal of it. I'm just gonna grab Lamia while we're here and go back to the list. Just Satan. I didn't see Satan. Oh, here he is. More information is needed. Huh. No, that's a pass. I was gonna say, if he's closer to, like, other depictions of Satan, like, just a big angel dude who's gonna be mean to me, maybe? But they kind of leaned into more of his, like, goopy goblinness in that design. I need more fun music. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now it's a party. Alam says we need Goemon ranking. Okay. I know he's found near the bottom. Goemon. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a pass on all three. They just, like... Susano, I could argue if I'm drunk. Because, like, he's kind of hot. But the other Goemons are just, like, a little too pretentious. And not in the I want them to be mean to me way. It's more of like a, oh, they just would kind of be obnoxious. Thank you, Sharknado, for the $1. Making Futaba the first victim in Persona Rappa is diabolical. I will never forgive you doing my dirty work like that. Okay, on that note, let's talk about the Futaba personas. Easy pass on all of them. They're all objects. I feel like there should be a it's just a rock tier. Honestly, yeah, it's just a rock. Because that's going to be kind of funny. Just a rock. Because, like, what are we determining as rock? Just any object, you know? Do like orange. Because, like, yeah, Necronomicon had the tentacles. I know you guys are so fucking funny. But, like, come on. What are you gonna... You can't work with that at all. Joe, please, it's been so long. I beg hands and knees. Asterius, please. Okay, I see you, Gold. I see you, and I will answer. Asterius. I know the name. It's a Persona user for sure. Asterius. Who is Asterius again? I know the name, I'm just having trouble placing it. Oh, this guy. Big demon boy. No. Like, no. Yes, he's hot. Like, I see the appeal, the biceps. But there's... It's just kind of... It's not fuckable enough to me. Please do Izanagi or Arsene, says the wall. Okay. Arsene. Yeah. I would bottom them. One of those, I know there's no world where he wants to top. Or, like, he wants to bottom me. Yeah. Honestly, let's just get all the protagonists out of the way. Thank you, B, for the $3. Let's play the Tricksters game. It's showtime. Yay, Sporkers! I finally returned from giving another streamer panic attacks affectionately with money. Don't worry, he's fine. Thank you! Dude, Sporkers, I feel like it's been a minute since I've, like, seen your name in here. I'm sure you've been in stream. I just, like, it's the only time I've, like, noticed it in the past few days. Thank you! Let's throw, Izanagi up here.
If you want hot Satan, then just do hello, man.
If you want hot Satan, just do hello, man? Where's hello? Oh, yeah. Any way they want it. Good answer. Let's see. Do we have any more rocks that we can pick out? Just throw in there while we're here. Santanayo. I'm seeing some Santanayo. Let's grab him. I'll give it up to you. Okay, I'm noticing there's a lot more characters I would bottom than top, and I don't know what that says about the nature of my switch to dude. Raul, any way they want it. Oh no, Thank you! There was no part of that username that I wanted to be a part of, actually. I'll bottom Raul, and we'll move on. Is the gun included in Santanail? I'm assuming it has to be. Joe, just put Joanna and Agnes and Brock. Oh, not a bad idea. Where is Joanna? Yeah, because, like, Anat, you can make an argument for. But these are just, like, bikes. I like how anything that's not humanoid is a rock, by definition. If you're not a furry or a big buff man, you're just a rock. I'm seeing Siegfried and Tamlin. Which one am I gonna see first? I want to just throw Satanta in no. Satanta is not childlike enough, but the bowl cut feels like such a middle schooler dork who did not grow up well. That was a horrible way of phrasing it. I should have thought that out more, but you know what I mean. Do John Persona? John Persona isn't on this list yet. I could add him. Willem, let's see. I saw Willem earlier. Willem is actually can kind of balance out the things I would top. Let's grab her. I could top Willem. And then Shikioji. Let me tell you something. Shikioji, GOAT. Alright, one of my favorite personas ever. And it's not that he is, like, meta. You know, like, he's really good. You can, with a few resist cards, you can make him an absolute wall. I just happen to, like, use him as my main guy in 2 out of 3 playthroughs of Persona 5 Royal. So he's very special to me. He could either go in just a rock or immune to fizz. I'm putting him in immune to fizz, but he's the one I would be the most passionate lover about, you know? You kind of get what I mean? I will ask about Thanatos until I die. Okay, Ren, I got you. I got you. Where is he? Okay. Let's actually... I wish I could just drag multiple of these at once. Thanatos is a if I'm drunk. Because, like, he's a little beast-esque for me. but he's a buff guy, and the gloves and boots really do something for me. But I'll fuck the other Orphei. I'll top the Orpheuses. I'm gonna skip the Picaro versions for everything, by the way. Messiah, even though it's like literally Jesus, God of everything, I still think I top them. I think this whole line is just asking for it. Joe, can you please rate Ball or Matador? Sure thing, Demon Saber. Let me find Matador. Matador... He seems like a nice guy. He seems like he would pick you up in a bar after one of his shows. And, like, he would respectfully take you home and, like, be like, alright, time to go. He'd probably have an accent, too, but I don't want to do that. But then you would, like, ask him to stay for the night. And he'd be like, oh, I don't want to take advantage. And they're like, no, this is full consent. And he would be a respectful lover. So I'm gonna put If I'm Hammered, but that's not, like, it's because I built this very specific scenario in my head, where you have to meet at a bar, but it's not like, oh, I would only do it if I'm hammered, you know? Whoa, someone just said they hate Matador? I thought this would be, guys, it's Matador, come on. He seems like a nice guy. 2 rapid-fire treasure demons. Orange, I'll keep that in my back pocket, but I don't want to inflate the list with treasure demons just yet. Do Milady. Okay, Milady, it's a hard pass. Not like, oh, no way in hell. Like, it's a bummer to me. Because the vibes are there. She's so, like, you know, mommy-coded. But, like, her entire body is made up of guns. So you can't really even work with that. She's just gonna kill you no matter what you do. By the way, I want to just tell this little anecdote in the middle of this stream, just to give some very, very much needed context. Yesterday, I'm a part of the Sega Creator Program. And they announced that, actually, I'm going to be careful talking about this because I don't know how much of it I'm allowed to talk about. But in some point in the future, they're going to do an event where they let a bunch of creators, like, co-stream on the Sega channel. They're only picking, like, 30 out of, like, 80 people in the program. And I'm pretty, like, that would be so cool for me to, like, get to represent one of the Persona creators and stream on the official Sega channel. And I'm doing this immediately after. Like, I fucked myself more than anyone on this list. Because I feel like even if they were going to take me into consideration, if they go to look into my channel to see, oh, what kind of stuff does he stream? They're going to find this list and be like, oh, maybe we go with someone else on this one, guys. If I lose the opportunity to do that because of this stream, I am just gonna end my life. There's no in between. Okay, let me take a sip of a drink. I'm reading chat for the next suggestion, by the way. I'm gonna put all the Mitsumas together. At least the ones I can find. Lilith, Succubus, and Leon Sadi. I think I've gotten some of those. I need to grab Succubus. Oh, and Silky. Silky, you would... Honestly, any way they want it. I could see them wanting it both ways. And I'm down to play both cards, you know? Pixie! I, like, almost said that like Joker and Strikers. Pixie! Orpheus! I'm giving you guys a little bit of a taste of if we got the Yosuke, Joe Frederick voice pack mod, which is the next stretch goal. I think that's a top. I think that's an easy top. That's like a they're a brat top kind of thing. Mothman. I've been seeing Mothman a lot. And I actually have a very good answer for Mothman. One that you guys actually might be able to predict. Mothman. Too much of a friend. Exact same vibe as Jack Frost. I love him way too much. He's not childlike, but he's not adult enough that I feel comfortable. And I have a friend, I doubt she's watching, but my friend Jenna, big Mothman fan. So now I just associate him with her. So I don't want to rank them based off that. Similar with Bugs. You guys are thinking, oh, it's a bear. It's got to be Smash. That's like the whole point of the channel. No. These, I'm making a Persona Pokemon ROM hack of Fire Red where it's replacing all 151 Pokemon with Personas. And at one point in development, these 3 were the starters before I made them closer to Fire, Water, Grass. Actually, that's not true. They're now Orpheus, Izanami, and Arsene. But I love these guys. This is an iconic trio of characters here. Succubus Trail, right, sorry. I'm getting distracted. Let's see. Succubus. Either way they want it. I will do whatever they want. Same for my furry heads in chat. Although I think this barely counts. Where is she? Nekomata. Either way they want it. So pretty. Lilith. I'm honestly impressed you guys are, like, requesting the actual hot ones. Although... You know what, guys? I think this is the most upsetting answer of the entire stream. Oh, hold on.
We need the Joe Frederick Yosukeno. And Joe, you cannot stop me from donoing more.
Gavin, that is officially your last donation. Sorry to break it to you. I'm putting Lilith in pass. I'm sorry. Like, let me pull up a picture to better highlight this point. Like, yes, I know her whole thing is she's, like, confident woman. You know, she wants to top you. Temptress, snake. But she's got, like, a pompadour. Like, she looks like she should be a part of a biker gang. Trying to get better music for this conversation. They're all gonna have lyrics. Let me get Persona Q2. There we go. Okay. God damn it, this also has lyrics. Whatever. Yeah, no, I just don't vibe with Lilith. I'm assuming the snake is gonna be in bed, and, like, some people are into the snakes. I'm not. I'm gonna be afraid that thing's gonna bite me the whole time. And, like, yeah, rock and bod, but the hair is a big thing for me. I don't want to fuck the snake. That's a pass. I'm sorry. Let me take some from the top here, because I haven't been going in order at all. And I can rapid fire these. Aries. Trying to think of the line. Turns back. Pathetic and weak like his son. Hold your tongue now, his son's my friend. To tell your love without a broken heart can mend. You want more bloodshed than set him free. To go back to his hometown and make anybody bleed. Release him. You know, epic. Any epicers, epic heads in the chat? DeCarbria's just a rock. Okay, I'm going back to chat suggestions. Mondo I've seen a few times. Like the guy from Danganronpa? Is Mondo a persona? Who is Mondo? Okay, I'm glad I'm seeing people pop off about Epic. Dude, I have listened to the Epic musical like 900 times. I have been here since the Storm Saga. Like, I know Vol, trust me, this is my shit. When I say I like musicals, that's the kind of musical I mean. None of that fucking Riddler on the roof Batman bullshit. Obarion to Childlike. Not a friend either, just too much of a kid. Cerberus? If I'm hammered. I won't expound. Looking back at chat. Satai and Leanne. Is Satai on fire? Yeah, guys, very pretty lady. It really depends on if she's... It looks like she's on fire the whole time. This is beautiful art, though. Holy shit. This Satai? Hubba hubba. I'm gonna say no. Assuming it's with the fire. I mean, the icon has the fire. Satay, however it's pronounced. Trumpeter. Isn't that just like a skeleton with the doot-doot? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Although, he knows how to play that trumpet. Okay, what do we got next? Oh, Oya Matsumi. That's Just a Rock. That is the most Just a Rock entry we've had so far. Someone says we gotta see Oze. Let's see. Let's see Oze. Let's gonna look at this Oze character. Okay, Oze, not a definitely smash, but I'm gonna put that in the if I'm hammered tier. He feels like the same vibe as Matador, but he's a little bit more of a rap bastard about it. He's not as respectful and gentle as Matador. He feels like he meets you at a bar, he gets you drunk, and then he takes you back to your room, but he assumes that there's gonna be action. He's not like Matador where he like tries to leave. He's just like, alright, I'm game. Jojo, please. Belgafor, please, I'm begging you. Okay, Rain, I got you. That's the shitter demon, right? I kinda want to put him in the friend tier because I am a member of Shit Gang. I am a poop shitter for life. I respect the grind to the shit way too much.
Yoshitsune Hasu Tobi shots.
Good point, Oscar. Let's go take a look. Yoshitsune, that's I bottom them because there's no other answer. There's no world where Yoshitsune wants to top. Or, like, wants someone to top them. Ariadane? Who is Ariadane? Caster. That I can do. Very easily, in fact. Where the fuck is he? Caster, it's a pass. Not only is this kind of drifting into necrophilia a little bit, I'm assuming whenever there's a horse in one of these designs, the horse is going to bed with you. And you gotta be a real cool fucking horse for me to even consider it. Zhao Gongen. This is making me realize a lot of these names I've never had to read out loud. Like, I just read them in my head when they show up. I see Zhao Gongen. Let's see. No. A little too intense. I'm gonna add a pass on that. Like, he seems conventionally attractive. Seraph. Oh, that's awkward. I have a friend in here named Seraph. I don't actually know if Seraph is watching right now, but... no. Dare I say that's almost just a rock. Yeah, that's just a rock. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. Clearly just a rock. Dionysus, while I see it, I'm gonna put pass. A little too intense. Okay, Mizuki. Remember, we were talking about horses earlier. This is the closest a horse could get into being fuckable. Because, like, it's not really a horse. This is just a jacked dude with a horse head. I really don't know what vibes to get from this guy. Changing this over. This is the closest we're getting to Persona 1 today, by the way. Genuinely, in chat, let me know, what are the vibes you get from Mizuki? Because this is either a respectable gentleman or kind of a dork. I might need to phone a friend for this one. Oh my god. Okay, I am gonna take my screen down. I need to explain what's happening. I pulled up Discord so I could call my friend to ask them about the horse. And I got a message from the Sega creator team. And this is just after I talked about being invited to do that thing. I need to see if this is an invitation to the stream or something completely different. No, okay, this is Crazy Taxi. I'll look at this later. I was so for certain they were emailing me to be like, hey, we saw your stream. We're not going to be choosing you for the co-stream event. People are saying respectable gentleman. I kind of feel like he's a little bit of a dick. Is Jade online? Hold on, I'm gonna phone a friend. Friend of the channel, Jade Kathy, everyone. Hey, I need your expert
what did you call
opinion.
me in to smash or pass?
The horse. The chat has been arguing of if the vibes this guy is giving is respectable gentleman or kind of a dick.
Huh.
Because
Right,
like you
let
can
me
see it
open
going
this on
both
my
ways.
second monitor.
Let me pull up the files for this one. Because like I could see the stoic gentleman, but also he's kind of like a little bit loud in some.
Well, it depends on
depictions.
what art you're looking at, I think, because like I'm looking at the gallery on the wiki right now. First of all, like half of these are fucking 8 pixels tall.
Oh yeah. He's not exactly a popular character.
No, you know what? I'm looking at the manga panels and I actually see it. I do get it.
So we
I think
smash.
this guy would make like if you have him as a demon in your party, right? The vibes that I think he would bring are like a very dedicated samurai bodyguard, and like he doesn't say much, but then you're threatened by something and he just completely fucking cleans its clock and you're like, all right, damn dog, I mean maybe I gotta reward you for that one, I don't know.
Easily the most discussion we've had on one creature so far, and it's not even a popular one. It's not like we're debating Arsene, it's just the
no,
horse
yeah,
guy.
like, this is kind of just like a mid-game, this is like a level 30 demon.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Okay, so we smash. Do we top or bottom?
Oh my god, boy, there's so much nuance in this.
Yeah, yeah, I have layers. I like the just a rock tier.
You wouldn't, what-
Ignore that.
I lost it. You wouldn't rock a Reggie?
No, it's gotta be maybe like Reggie Drago, but that's a different conversation.
I don't get the vibe that he would be a bottom, but I would make it work. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, thanks. Alright, we'll move on. So many people are screaming in chat to talk about literally anyone else. Okay. I needed the expert opinion on that one. Okay, is the Reaper even on here? So many people are screaming to do the Reaper. It's not under the Reaper. Aw, man. Guys, I don't even think Reaper's on this list. We all want Incubus. Okay, you're right, you're right. Let me get to Incubus. Let's grab Leon Sandy. Well, I see her. Thank you, Fizzle Pop Phantom. I hope this donation keeps going. I'm super happy for you, dude. I also recommend looking at Scatotch design. Oh, thank you, Letterboy2. Scatotch. I will look at them as well. But let me grab Incubus before my brain refreshes its data. Incubus, Incubus, Incubus. Guys, I don't see Incubus. Did I already rank Incubus? Let me make sure I know who Incubus is. Ew, this guy? I thought I was looking for like a pretty girl. Because you guys have been begging for pretty girls this whole stream. Okay, there we go. Okay, first off, Leon's today. Any way they want it. Easy. Easy any way they want it. They want me to do the work, I'm game. If they want... I'm game. Incubus? No. Rat bastard. It's like... It feels like a costume Igor would put on to try to, like, trick you into having sex with him. And I think that's entirely down to the smile. Okay. Dude, look at the Incubus design properly. What? Does it have a penis? Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. He's a rat bastard with a hard cock. That shit's not, like, attractive. It's gonna fucking skewer you. I don't understand why, like, this is even a debate. Thank you, Alexis. Transgender transformation, TGF, is that what that stands for? No, that's TGTF, my bad. Do you guys want to fuck Incubus? He's a rat bastard, but we can have some fun with it, says Anit. No, I think you guys are just wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, stop arguing over Ashley's political affiliation and tell me. Should I sell the SMG or not, the old one?
We're phoning another friend. We've called in Jade, I'm calling in John.
Autumn 2004. John, important question, would you fuck Incubus? No!
Thank you!
Ow! Ow!
Thank you!
No!
Thank you so
No,
much!
That would hurt. Are we serious? Thank you. What? Is that even a debate?
Yes! Apparently!
What do you mean? Joe, should I sell my old SMG? No one else is giving me a straight answer.
Okay, see, look, John and I can both help each other.
I'm on?
We're both just giving each other the answers we want.
Yeah, sell it? Okay. Sell LE5. No, I'm keeping the LE5. I'm selling...
Okay, we've used our John card, we've used our Jade card, we're moving on. John of Persona? Everyone's so surprised that we know each other. Narcissus, you would think, based off of the design, the, like, shy boyness, that's atop them, but you gotta remember, their name is Narcissus. That could go either way. Okay, I'm going back to chat. What do you guys want? Palladian and Athena. I'm gonna be quick about these because there are people in this chat named Athena, and I don't want to dwindle on that. This one, yeah, I would bottom for them. Palladian loses a little bit because it, like, gets a little bit more mechanical. So if I'm hammered, I mean, I will be hammered if I'm fucking the robot. Let's get that clear. Yaxini, I would bottom for them, absolutely. Classic Loki, please. Oh yeah, I forgot about 2 Lokis. Do they have the original Loki on this design? Yeah, okay. 2 might be a shock to you folks because I put If I'm Hammered Loki, like the Akechi one. This one, I'll bottom, 100%. Still a rat bastard, but we're kind of going into that they would be mean to me territory. King Frost, we already ranked. I think we put them in pass. Thank you, Sadug, for the demon numbers. Okay, Black Frost, too much of a friend tier. Whoa, Lakshmi. That's a smash. That's any way they want it. I feel so basic, because, like, I'm looking at this list, and of course everything in Smash is, like, the pretty girls, and then any slightly more nuanced design gets a pass. But I've been trying to give justification here. Clotho. Yeah, Smash, absolutely. I would top them, and then I would bottom for Kukulane, because I've seen people request that, too. To be honest, we are making very good progress. This is way more than I thought we would get done today. Fortuna.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. Have you done Sibel yet?
I don't know. Have I? I think so. No. Oh, Sibel, absolutely. I would bottom for them. I have a little bit of hatred for Sibel because they screwed me over a bunch in the John Persona race. Hey, thank you, Pulped, for the 100 PLN. I think that's like $2. Oh, 26. Thank you. I'm getting my currencies mixed up. Quetzalcoatl. That's the giant fucking fly, isn't it? Where's Quetzalcoatl? It's like the only one with the letter Q. Where the fuck? Q, Quetzalcoatl. Okay, no, there's 2 Qs. I'm gonna say it now. Queen Mob? No. Too much going on. Too bug-like. I don't do bugs. Quetzalcoatl, also pass. Not a hot enough furry. Ooh, Hellbiker! That's a smash. That's a... I would let them take the exhaust pipe to me any day of the week.
I must go now, unfortunately. But I will so have a fic of the S tier done by end of day cause it's just too fun.
I'm so excited, Kenny. Make sure that you post it in the Discord and tag me when you do. Also, daily shout out. If you are not a member of the Discord already, I believe there is a link in the description of the stream. Feel free to come join our little community and shitpost with us for more epic Joe Frederick content. Joe, please do Sorosha. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Sorosha. This looks like a bug man. Ew, no. I can kind of see the appeal, maybe, but no, there's too much bugness, too much bug fish going on. Hi, Pixie. There we go. Now there's an answer. If I'm drunk, I'm not a fan of the hair. You'll learn this about me. You'll learn this about me. Like, this will become important ever. For me, hair is a big thing of attraction for me. I'm not usually a fan of the short, spiky hair. You can have short hair and be attractive. You gotta style it right. What about Oberon? Is that the fruity little horse? No, I'm thinking of Boris. Oberon. Who's Oberon again? Have I done Oberon? Oh, it's Lord Farquaad. No. Pass. I mean, like, objectively one of the more, conventionally attractive characters, but he's too Lord Farquaad for me. Like, I don't know if this is gonna ruin this character for some people, because I see so many people saying Smash, but, like, doing a little, just give me a second. I need a bigger brush. You know, you kind of see what I mean? Don't say Smash on this. Yeah, you ruined for it me now. Like, come on. I can't be the only one who thinks this when they look at this character, right? Like, come on. It's so right there. Still Smash. Okay, honestly, respect to the people who are, like, doubling down. But it's a no from me, dog. Oh my god, Bifrons. I have never seen this character before. Ew, the, like, ants coming out of the mouth. Oh, gross. Or maybe not, maybe that's just the angle. I think that's just the angle. It totally is. That's my fault. It's actually not that bad of a guy. But still not my thing. Loa, please. Is Loa the scale? I think that's the skull with the snake in it, right? Yeah, no. Hard pass. Again, guys, I don't like snakes, and I'm not into the, like, dead shit. Hot take, I know. Speaking of hot, Ishtar up in any way they want it. I'm so scared to talk to my girlfriend after this stream, because you have to understand, I told her, like, in 2021, as a joke, I was like, oh yeah, you know, as a kid, I romanced Camilla in Fire Emblem because she was hot.
Like yours, but I'm subconscious about my voice. Any tips? And thank you for all the amazing content.
Dude, thank you, Cordo. It is very rare I get someone, like, asking me advice on this channel. Genuinely, I have such a long-winded tangent about, like, my voice and my channel in correlation with it. Let me get the music going. Okay. Okay, yeah, that fits. I have hated my voice for as long as I can remember. Like you, it was a very big thing.
But the Discord join link broke.
Okay, I'll take care of that in a second, Kenny. I guess I'll do that right now. I'm sorry, I am trying to answer that person who asked about it, because I love that question, and I want to actually answer that. Let me just get the Discord link here. I can pin it. Okay. Yeah, feel free to join the Discord. I have always been very insecure about my voice and making YouTube in general. You can hear in some of my earliest uploads on the channel, my voice was not nearly as, like, bombastic and loud as it is now. You could tell I was, like, actively embarrassed and insecure about reading lines. My advice is find a YouTuber whose performance you really admire and just try to mimic their tone And eventually, what you're imitating will just kind of become your own voice. Very early on, I took inspiration from MatPat and Aaron Hansen, but I started to do the Doug voice around the Persona Bear video. You can hear it in, like, the delivery of some lines where I'm like, I decided that I was going to put all these kids in a forest and see which one walked out alive. Because that's so, like, I made an AI chatbot that would take everyone's answers and make my own city skylines. Let's figure out Peggle. You know, it's so just me doing a Doug voice. But eventually, after I did it long enough, it just kind of became its own thing. I hate to say fake it till you make it, because I know that's such basic advice, but that is just unfortunately what you have to do. Anyone can do a YouTuber voice. You just gotta be willing to, like, brute force through the beginning of your, like, anxiety with it. Now, with that out of the way, I will get back to the task at hand. Doug mentioned, yeah. I've been told I can do a really good Doug impression, and that's because I used to do it for this channel. Now I just get told I sound like Sonic the Hedgehog. No copyright law in the universe is gonna stop me! You know, that type of shit. Tails, no! I was always supposed to be the fastest, but I wasn't fast enough to save my best buddy! Meanwhile, I'm quietly unfucking Yosuke Hanamura in the corner. Ella's a hard smash, for sure. Okay, who do you guys want me to rank? Sorry, I got sidetracked. I was actually talking to the viewers for a minute. Unicorn? We're getting back into that's just a horse territory. It's not even like a hot horse. It's not like an Applejack or something. I'm just gonna put that in a hard pass and we're gonna move on. Horus, just a bird of light. Nothing really to work with there. Now this could have been something, but like I said earlier, there's no hair. I can't get past the hair. I'm too external of a person, I guess. Lacesius? Lackeys? One of the Quotho trio girls. A smash. I top them even. Hey Joe, Titania when? Right now. Or Titania? Top them, 100%. Let's also go grab the Kushinda Hime and just get the top them trio. Slime. I can't believe I haven't ranked Slime yet. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know how that one slipped through the cracks. Michael, that's a no. Kind of a too pretentious of a guy type deal. Joe, when is Nekomata? I did Nekomata. Nekomata has been in Any Way They Want It for, like, ever now. Let's just grab some of the they're just an animal with, like, no appeal characters. So let's get the Crow. Let's get the Jot-Yu. I kind of need a just an animal tier. But that implies that I'm not furry coded. Which I can be. You can catch me on Furry Friday. Beelzebub is a hard pass. That's just a bug. Fafnir, hard pass. If it was Fenrir, who looks terrible. Byakko, not a hard pass, but a pass. We're getting closer to that Cerberus energy, but it feels like middle stage evolution. Someone says, Polygonal Slime says Seth. I can honestly get through this list today, which is crazy. Seth, cool dragon. It's not a hard pass, but it's not a big convince either. Nidhogger, saying that very carefully. Hard pass, just a creature. Ooh, cool pow. Ooh, actually, I would say smash, but I feel like this is just a little too of a young design. I'm gonna be careful with that. Kelpie, you know how I said I don't like the dead things and I don't like the horses? Combination of those two things. Although there is a part of me that likes Kelpie, because when I was making that Pokemon Persona Pokedex, I think I had them as like a water ghost type. So I was like, oh yeah, that fills out the niche we need there. I'm looking back in chat. Labras's Persona, Joe. Okay. I don't think... Is that Kaguya? Is Kaguya Labras's?
At Disney, in line for Tower of Terror. Keep it
Oh, dude, Jan, what are you... What are you doing here, man? You got literally in the world's happiest place. And you're sitting here watching which ones I would fuck. I gotta respect it. But please, you've got better things to do. Oh, Labras's is Adrian, right? Aridni? I'm sorry, I haven't played much of Arena, so this is kind of a blind spot. If I'm hammered. Man, we are kind of getting to the bottom of the barrel here. Atrapa's Killer Bod. I don't like the cone head, though. So, that's a if I'm hammered. Please, Joe, I beg you for Captain Kidd. Oh, man, you have been asking for that. I'm sorry. Maybe I should focus on the main characters for a minute. Captain Kidd... I could almost be talked into it, but if we're going into this with the logic of if there's a horse in it, I have to assume the pirate ship is being brought along, and that's gonna knock him down to pass. I can't get around the pirate ship with a face and the arm with a gun. William, though, it's closer. It's a less busy design. It's more sleek and less yar har har in a bottle of rum. But he's still got the board. But it doesn't have a face on it. I'll put it in if I'm hammered. It's a little bit more of a discussion with William. People heard me say William and are now FNAF emoting. Zoro, if I'm hammered, that's actually gonna be, there is a direct, like, through line between Matador, Zoro, and Oze for my scenario of you meet them at a bar after a game or performance, and they take you back to your room. And it's like a line where Matador will be super respectful, will try to leave without, you know, instigating anything. Oze will assume there are implications, and Zoro could go either way. He's in the middle between Matador and Oze. Artemisia, and let's do both of the Mitsuru ones. Her base persona, if I'm hammered, there's not really a head. That's kind of similar to the bald problem we were having before. But Artemisia gets bumped up to if I'm... Oh, well. Here, let's adjust that. Yeah, Penicillin, too similar to Dis. But Artemisia's got, like, a dress. Kind of cleans it up a bit for me. Okay, basically, AR is spamming Kushi Mitima at the top of their lungs in chat. No. I'll complete the 4 here, though. I think that's honestly what you wanted from me more. Yusuke's persona. We already did all of Yusuke. None of them made it into Smash. They were a little too pretentious. Lucy. Earlier in the video, I said it's an unfortunate pass on Milady. Because, like, I want to have sex with her, but it's all guns. Lucy at least hides the guns. So it goes from a hard pass to a pass. It's a little better, but I know she's still carrying under that. Jiraiya or Tomoe. I did Jiraiya. I think I did Jiraiya very quietly. Yeah, Jiraiya I put in pass. Susano, that's also... Honestly, as much as I hate it, because I love Yosuke, and we are currently trying to raise money for me to do a Yosuke mod. Well, that's not why we're raising it, but it's a stretch goal. All of them, especially his final one, hard pass. Like I said, the hair matters, and his hair is a giant flaming spirit bomb. Someone says, let's do Tomoe, because Shadow Chie looks like a banana. Okay, good point. Tomoe is hot. Flowing hair is nice, but they do kind of have the banana head thing. So I'll put that at if I'm hammered. I could be talked into it, but I'm not, like, jumping for joy. And then it goes downhill from there because, like, objectively, these designs are better. But, they get a lot sharper. They become more armored, and I can't really take that to bed, you know? Raphael. Where is Raphael? Besides the sewers. Okay, Raphael is not a hard pass, but it is a pass. Because he's getting close to being hot. But it's the vibes, honestly. He's got the bod, but he's got that, like, Ellen DeGeneres hair that I'm not a fan of. And he seems pretentious, but not in a cute way. Rain says, can you do Sandman? Yeah, I got you. Sandman? He's the negative version of too much of a friend. Because I view him as too much of a mascot, but he's kind of a rat bastard, so it's gonna go in pass. Because, like, his whole thing is he puts you to sleep forcibly. Actually, that's a hard pass. Sandman is a creep. Sandman is the most can you watch my drink guy on this list. Satan Taisei. Satan Taisei. Is that Ryuji? That's his final form, right? Satan Taisei. Satan. Didn't I already do him? I think I did all the Persona 5 ones, right? Or, well, no, I got a few leftovers. Diego. Honestly, identical to my feelings about Zoro. It's just Zoro in a different outfit. There's no change there. Joe, what about Reiji from Persona 1? We heard you love that dude. No. Fuck that guy. I hate Reiji. What pissed me off about that was doing the Persona 1 stream, I was asking people, like, hey, I want you to guide me through the game and make sure I don't miss anything. I didn't know what you guys were doing was leading me down one of the two routes. I was told that Reiji was just a really good party member that you didn't want to miss out on. I did not know I was being guided into one of the routes. Because I kind of wanted to play the game blind and just end up where I ended up. And it was kind of posed to me as, oh, Reiji's a good party member that you don't want to lose. But I ended up just kind of being forced into the Sebek route, I think is what it's called, which is kind of a bummer, but it's whatever. I'll get over it. I mean, I already have. I'm not that pissed. I sound way angrier than I am. Takumi Kazuchi and his evolved forms, pass. They seem like nice guys. Like, they seem like they would watch your drink at the bar, but I'm not going home with them. And they're kind of all just the same dude. And don't worry, we're going to be streaming Persona 1 tomorrow. We'll be back with the ragey slander. Let's get these final Persona 5 forms that I haven't done. Haru's final hard pass. Top half woman, bottom half giant skull. You know how I feel about skulls. A knot. If I'm hammered. No. It's a pass, but not a hard pass. Because, like, I can tell it's a pretty woman, but she does have an engine. Valjean, I'd bottom for so easily. It's been a while since we had a smash. Let's grab both of the, fucking guy Maruki personas. Rat bastards. There honestly should be a rat bastard tier. We need better music than this. Bumming everyone out. This is also... Oh, no, it's fine. Mercutius. Mercurius? The final Morgana one. Or the second Morgana one, I think. Pass. I liked the sunglasses. I fuck with anyone that's got a sunglasses, but... Psych, please, says, Soundwave the Mini-Con Carrier. That is a mouthful. But yeah, let me get to it. Where is Psych? Is Psych a persona that I don't know? Oh, it's the, Metis? Labris? This one? Yeah, no. That's a pass. It feels weird. It feels like there's not anything here. Like, it's a floating dress attached to butterfly wings. There's not really, like, a humanoid element to that. Lucifer. Have I not done Lucifer yet? Okay, first off, Parvati. Top them. Easy. Lucifer. People have been... I've seen Lucifer in chat the whole stream. I can't believe I haven't done it yet. That's a no. Like, I'm not confused because, like, oh, I would love to fuck Lucifer on a Friday morning. I just thought I addressed it already. Because I've done, like, Santanile and all that other bullshit. Himiko. Yeah, smash. A little bit of weird shit going on with the, like, disc on the top of their head, but I could work my way around it. You passed Seitan Teisei multiple times. Where? Here, let me pull it up so I know what I'm looking for. Seitan Teisei. Sure, definitely spelled it right. I ranked this guy like an hour ago. Yeah, I put him in pass so long ago. Because I was like, yeah, I don't fuck with the Wukong monkey. Sorry. But I did that, like, that was one of the very first characters I ranked. Scroll a bit up. Are you, like, looking at it on the... I'm not crazy, right? This is who we're talking about? Or is there a different Seitan Teisei? The non-party member? Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. I accept defeat on that one. My answer, though, is fucking identical. I don't fuck with the Wukong monkey. Alright, that's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, wait, no. No, it's not my bad, because now he's saying the Ryuji one. Basically, AR is the guy who's been screaming for Satan Teisei. And he's like, no, I want the Ryuji one. The Ryuji one is the one I already did. Okay, I saw someone said Metatron. Metatron. Sorry, showing my Undertale bias. Metatron. There we go. Pass, but not a hard pass. He's trying to do the pretty boy be mean to you, but it's just not hitting. No, you're not an idiot, basically. Don't worry. There's like fucking 8,000 icons on screen, and you're not controlling it. Colonemi and Nemesis are both no. Not humanoid enough, and I can't get past that they're Ken's personas. This is uncomfortable to say anything else. Not that if they were like anyone else's, I'd feel different. While we're at it, let's just pass on all the Teddy personas, because they get progressively more uncomfortable. Looking at all three Teddy personas, it really feels like that meme of SpongeBob where he's like coming through the iron door, you know? SpongeBob, I can't spell. Iron wall. Yeah, it's this meme is what it feels like, his face coming out more and more. Dib Dab says, thank you, Joe. I hate the Teddy personas. Oh, hey, bruv. Bruv Von Bargain. The 8-feet-tall blind woman man born of belief of spirits living in rocks. Please bang that worm. That's Misha Guji. God, there's still so much on this list. Did I do it already? Did I miss it? I might have done this already. Misha Gushi. Oh no, it's the penis guy. Fuck this thing. It's an actual penis. No, hard pass. Okay, here. Because everything else I feel like is just creatures. Let's try to pick out ones that I would actually smash. Just going down the list here. Dekeni, I could be if I were drunk. Again, a pretty woman, but like the hair, kind of not my scene. Kate Sith, too much of a friend. Ganesha, pass, but I like Ganesha. Or Ganesh. Gira Makana, fucking out of principle. This is another one of those, can't fuck, immune to fizz, but top 5 personas to use in game. Easily take it. Let me read chat. Vivian. Sketch, 100%. Yeah, actually, that's an easy way to do it. Chat, go ahead and tell me which ones you think I would fuck. Genuinely. Don't tell me, like, the funny skeletons. Who do you think I would fuck? Yeah, Sketch is like, oh my god, unbelievably if there was a tier above the highest tier. I gotta be careful about what's on my screen. I don't want to get, like, actually in trouble. Like, are you kidding me? Goth Mommy Thigh Crusher? It's over. Oni, no. Oni might do it for some very pro men lovers. Not that I don't fuck around with men every once in a while, but this is a very specific type of man. I know, Screen has been screaming for Oni forever. Or maybe not screened, someone has been. Loki. How are you an Akechi fanboy and not willing to fuck Loki? Ice Queen, I explained this earlier. Loki, I want to fuck for the clout, but he's a little bit too much of a rat bastard. But both Hereward and Robin Hood, I can get in bed with. Like, there is Akechi bias. It's just in a slightly different place. Odin and Thor. Okay, let's grab Thor. Let me go grab Odin. Where is Odin? Okay. Oh, wow. Odin is hotter than I remember. Honestly, because when I hear Thor and Odin, I either think of the Marvel characters or the Smite characters, and both of them are just like big, burly, bearded fuckers. They made Odin a pretty boy, and they made Thor really hot. So I'm going to put them both in any way they want it. Especially Odin. This might be the hottest adaptation of the Odin mythology character in history. I love Eligor. I have such positive memories of using him in FES and breaking the game with him. But he's got the horse. Anyone with a horse has to be held accountable for the horse. I'm trying to figure out if I want to commit to doing the whole list. Because, like, I'm like, oh yeah, look at how much we've done. But, like, I think that's genuinely only half. I kind of wouldn't mind doing something else on stream today. Let's put Mandrake into Childlike. Oribus, no. Black Ooze. See, I get what you're trying to tell me, because we've got slime right here. Oh, man, I just realized I wanted to make the joke of, like, nah, slime can stay, but Black Ooze, completely different character. But that's somehow gonna get turned into me being racist, so by principle, I'm putting them both up there. Jokes aside, I would put them both in hard pass. But I've put myself into a comedy corner here. Because the joke was going to be like, obviously I'd have sex with slime, but different colored slime? No, thank you. But then I thought about it for 2 seconds. Persona 1? Ice Queen, I can't do that. I've got to do that with John tomorrow. Freddy says, Joe, have you played the Batman Arkham games? No. They've been on my list, but I'm not about to throw those up on stream. As much as, like, 5 people would enjoy that. Let me check the milestones, by the way. Have I hit anything today? We started at 51. So, 167. No. I think we're only at 55 right now. So we haven't hit the Yosuke mod. Someone says Principality. Isn't that just a Statue of Liberty? That's a pass. Let's see. Vivian. I've seen people say that in chat. I need a closer look. I'd be on board with that. Oh, thank you, Ron, for the 50 Schmunner, $10 US. Thank you so much. By the way, I was not throwing up the tracker to, like, bait people into donating just then. I was just genuinely curious if I had to update it. Where did I put Vivian? Vivian, let's smash, for sure. It's literally a rock. Wait, who's a rock? Nagaraja, I get it, if I'm hammered. It's one of those, like, it's bottom half snake, but the vibes are there. Yak City if you haven't, Joe. I think I've done Yak City. Who's Yak City again? Like, I would know these on any other day, but because I've gone through, like, 400 names right now, it's blending together in my head. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think I put Yaxini in any way they want it. Or did I bottom them? No, I bottomed them. Okay. We need to take a second from this list, because I feel my mind melting. I think we've hit all the funny points. Like, is there really anything else in this list people care about? This girl's kind of hot. Joe, can we play Brawlhalla? No, we can't Brawlhalla. I don't even think my game is updated. We could play Fortnite. Who wants to play Fortnite? Here. Actually, let's... Oh, hey, we had 25 new people join ever since I put the Discord. That's so cool. Some people are getting so excited about Fortnite. Is Kazuichi still here? Or not Kazuichi. I think so. Soda? What do we do on stream? I'm going to be doing this poll in Discord, so join the Discord if you want to vote. Fortnite, Jackbox, another funny tier list, Brawlhalla, I guess. Early video, teasers. End stream now. I'm looking at chat for suggestions, by the way. I don't have Roblox. I'm sorry. GeoGuessr. Oh yeah, Marvel Rivals is also a valid. Okay. In the announcements channel of the Joe Frederick Discord, I've put a poll. Go ahead and vote on any one of these things, because I will end stream if that is the top voted answer, apparently. I want to commit to doing every single thing on this list, at least until I outstream John. We gotta be live longer than John. That's the real secret goal for today. But I feel like I've been doing this for 2 hours now, and people are getting bored. Let's see. People really like Jackbox. Wow, only 2 votes, Fortnite? I was for sure there would be like 30 people that are like, yes, I didn't get to play Fortnite. Fight a bear IRL, that would be a good choice. Almost, you know? If Persona is added to Fortnite, you should do a 24-hour stream. Absolutely! If Fortnite gets added, or if Persona gets added to Fortnite, I'll do a 24-hour stream grinding out the Battle Pass. By the way, I would fuck the Yukiko persona, and it wouldn't even be close. Although, she loses me at the second evolution onward. Because they just get a little too busy at that point. Booting up my PC specifically to play Jackbox with Joe Frederick. Oh, well, Geosuke, don't... You put me in a spot here. You can't tell me you got up to do that. I will stay as long as I can, Joe, no matter how long stream is. Good answer, Joe. Ooh, Gold knows how to persuade me. Hi. Oh, people are saying hi. Oh. Thank you, Void Archer, for the 10 jewels. I don't know, like, what the equivalents of those stickers are, so I never know, like, if I should pee my pants or not. Who said end stream now? Perko the President, Meadow, Sween? What the heck, Sween? Sween hates me? No, guys, honestly, we just have to stream longer than John. No matter what happens today, we are going live, or we are going offline after him. No abrupt ending stream like this time. It's a battle of endurance, and we're not gonna lose. We need to prove once and for all that the Fredheads are more powerful than the John army. But no one can tell him. We can't tell him this is a bet, because he will beat me out of spite. How's he doing?
Party people?
All right. He's in his element. We can't distract him. Joe, I'll gift you in Fortnite if we go for round 2. I'm sorry. Hey, I was kind of down to do Fortnite or Rivals, but they did not get voted, like, at all. People really want to play. The problem with Jackbox, in my experience with streaming, is it sounds like the fun thing to do. You're like, oh, you've got all these viewers. Of course, let's go do Jackbox. It's easy engagement. But the problem is, like, as you do Jackbox, you realize you don't really have much commentary. Thank you for the 250 clapping seals, Letterboy. It's like, how do I put this? My part of the stream is just looking at the answers that people give in Jackbox and being like, oh, haha, that's so funny. We move on. Like, there's nothing really to discuss there. And then I feel like people just leave because they, like, don't really care about Jackbox that much.
Because technically.
Void, I actually put Ernesto in top tier, I think. Without considering the implications. So I would bottom for Ernesto.
Yo, where's Mermaid?
Let's play guarded phone, Joe. I can't draw. Jackbox is more fun with friends. The most fun Jackbox games are the ones where you're in a Discord call with like 5 or 6 of your personal friends and you like already have an established sense of humor. Because like my favorite Jackbox games are like role models or blather rounds where it's kind of like based on talking to the people. The games that you play on stream in Jackbox, like Trivia Murder Party, the ones that allow for big audiences with one host, don't really have like that much commentary potential. Like they work for some people for sure. There's a reason they're so popular. Do you guys have any like Jackbox games recommendations we could do? Because, like, honestly, I just need to stream until I have money, until we hit our goal. That's I only care about the money, obviously. You guys know me. I just want money. As I'm, like, quietly deciding which characters I would fuck the shit out of. I had, like, 3 different in-real-life friends yesterday that approached me, and they're like, yeah, I saw you were playing Persona 1 on stream. And then I joined, and you were just playing Fortnite for an hour and a half. And I was trying to explain, like, no, the Fortnite, that was part of the Persona 1 bet. It was something my audience wanted me to do. And they were just like, uh-huh, if you say so. And I'm like, no, I swear.
Persona Kahoot.
Guys, I don't have time to make a Persona Kahoot. Unless, are there pre-existing Kahoots? Also, let me very quickly, I need to adjust this tracker because it's been confusing a lot of people. Also, I really hope this doesn't show any information I shouldn't be streaming. I'm trusting you guys not to dox me while I do this. Where's like all widgets? Because some people think we're at $10,000 between the two. No, we're closer to like 5,600. What we need to do is we need to set tip goal to like 0. Except I'll put it at like, I think we've gotten around 350 today. Tip tracker. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, thank you, Sporkers. Joe, I made it to real estate hours to May of night, made 10 hours, never again, boring as shit after the first 2 hours. Yeah, again, that's kind of the thing. I feel like I'm kind of losing some steam with people. Let me just bump that up. There we go. And then the super chat goal. This is the one I'm going to be using to, like, actually keep track of where we're at. So I think we were close to around, like, there? Oh, wait, no, that's the goal amount. Are you guys having fun? Is this entertaining watching me update my stream? Because, like, honestly, now that some of the gimmicks are dialing down, for this little streamathon, you know what, honestly, I'm just going to talk about this whole experience. I have not had time to just slow down and talk about this little marathon, because I'm, like, in a constant state of freaking out. Can I get some, like... There we go. Time to start getting sentimental and being honest with everyone. I have said this before, but this is the slowest, like, chat has been, so I feel like I have a minute to actually talk. I'll turn on some arena footage as background, just so there's something on screen while I talk. Let's put it down there. Okay. I personally do not feel like we are going to hit $10,000. I've said this multiple times, and it's not from a lack of, like, expectation. It's not that I'm like, I don't think we can do it. But, like, I've said the whole time, I think realistically, the people who are in a financial enough, like, place to support the channel kind of got that out over the first day or two. So yeah, over the next, like, 3 days before the end of the month, there are going to be some people who come in and donate, like, $5 or $10. And that is still crazy to me. That means the world to me that there are people who, like, even if it's just, like, the money they would spend on a coffee in the morning, are willing to throw it at my fucking face, who most people don't even know personally. I just make shit posts on the internet. So, like, the 10,000 goal is such a stretch. Literally a stretch goal by definition. But it's crazy to me that we've even gotten, like, this far. I didn't think we were going to hit $2,000 by the end of the week, let alone within the first hour. So, right now, I'm doing these streams for the next couple of days to write it out because, like, that's what the community wants. They want to stick it out. And I want to be able to kind of, like, give that hope and inspiration for the community of us being able to complete a goal. But I don't want anyone to think I'm, like, expecting it. I'm not going to be upset if we don't get to $10,000. If we did, it would obviously change my life. It would, like, obviously change my life and the future of this channel 100%. But it would need someone coming in and donating, like, $3,000. And, like, I think if we got to, like, 9,000, I could see a lot of small donations coming in to help push us over. But that's kind of the only scenario in which I think we would make it all the way. And I don't want that. Well, I would be honored, and I wouldn't turn it down or be mad, but I'm not going to ask someone to come in here and donate $3,000 to a YouTube channel with less than 30,000 subscribers. Hey Joe, I think we can achieve it, but it also depends on if you're counting Persona 2 as part of the Bankruptathon. It's its own different stream further down in the future. I don't think we'll get to do Persona 2 in time. Because, like, we're going to do Persona 1 tomorrow for a couple hours. And that stream is definitely going to do better than this one. It'll have John Persona. It will, you know, be Persona 1. That's something people are excited to see. But the thing is, the Bankruptathon is going until the 31st. Because any donations I get after, like in August, I won't see until September. Because the way YouTube payments work is you make money over a month and then you get it on the 21st of next month. So let's say someone came in on August 2nd and donated $3,000. I don't see that money until September 21st. So that's why I am doing the Bankruptathon every day until the end of July. So that's really only going to give us time to play Persona 1 a couple more times. I'm still going to do Persona 2 on stream, like, that for sure. That just probably won't be a part of this, like, little charity event. Joe, I'm eating KFC. Why the fuck are you bothering me? I'm sorry, AR. That's my bad. Joe, no matter what, I will support you in the best way my broadcast can. And thank you. Like, it's really less about the financial impact that's impressed me. It's what you guys, like, emotionally have come forward with. Because don't get me wrong, we are way further ahead than I would have expected. And I don't want to say that the money we've raised so far is not enough. I've had a couple people ask me what's going to happen if I get close to the goal, but not to the end. So, like, what if we did stop at, like, $6,000 as opposed to 10? I would still file bankruptcy for around $2,000. And then that wouldn't be left over enough to avoid bankruptcy, but I would use that extra money to help pay Adam what I owe him before his daughter is born, and maybe set a little bit aside for savings. The problem, though, is I need at minimum... Because the thing with bankruptcy is it's wiping all of the reoccurring payments I have off the board and just narrowing it down from 20 small payments to 2 payments a month. But the way that I have explained this to people is imagine that my debts are like a forest fire, right? It's a bunch of small fires that are one huge problem. Filing bankruptcy is basically if I gave someone $2,000 to nuke the entire forest with water. It will put out the fires, but it's not going to grow back for a couple years. AKA, I'm not going to have a credit score for like 5 to 7 years. Now, if I raised $10,000 of like individual water payments, I can put out enough of the fire on my own without having to kill the forest that I can control it. It won't keep spreading. $6,000 is not enough to pay off enough debts that would free me from the fire, but $10,000 is. Like, I don't know if this makes sense. It's hard for me to explain this without it seeming like beggy. I love you guys too. I see everyone in chat saying you love me. Thank you. Non-parasocially, I love you guys too. And I know everyone believes in me. We will save the fort. Thank you. I guess we still have 3 days. It is possible for some shadow investor to drop in with like a fuck ton of money. And I'm not going to be mad if they do. Obviously. I just like don't want to ask that. You know, it's still really hard for me to look at this like little charity stream event and not think I'm begging people for money on the internet. Like, I'm taking advantage. And I know so many people are saying, you're not, Joe. It's okay to ask for help. You make good content. You're doing what you can. And that is true. 100%. I just need to, like, let myself be okay with that. $6,000, someone says, so $6,000 and enough water. It's a good amount of water. I can use that to nuke the forest, but it's not enough to put out the fires on my own. Like, let me illustrate this. Oh my god, I just pulled up Lore Fart Quad. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to draw this to hopefully make this make sense. I know that this video is called Let's Fuck All the Persona Demons, but I actually think it's really important that I take some time to explain to people my financials a little bit in more detail. So my debt, I'm gonna say, we'll make this a green square. This is the forest, and all of it is on fire. And these are my debts, okay? I have, like, around, like $11,000 in debt total between the credit cards that I took out to pay the artists, the car accident fees, all that. $10,000 is enough for me to put out this much of the fire, right? Whoops. Sorry, I am gathering myself. That is a big chunk of the debt that is just, like, gone. We don't have to worry about it. There's still a little bit left, but I've killed enough of the fire that I can take care of this much on my own without the fire regrowing. Because I need to put out enough of the fire that it doesn't just keep spreading. Now $6,000, if we stopped, like, right here, that's, like, covers about this much of the debt. So it's definitely a lot, and it's better than nothing, but there's still this much that I can't put it out at a rate that is fast enough that it's not just gonna, like, grow back and start spreading at a rate that I can put it out in time. So the alternatives here are I either raise 10,000 that I can put out this much on my own and then manage the rest, or I have to just say fuck it and file bankruptcy and just kill the whole forest and just get rid of all the fire. It'll take a couple years for the forest to start to, like, grow back, aka my credit score, but I don't know. Sorry, I realize this is such a boring tangent. I don't know if this is making sense. What are you talking about? No Gartic phone. I see a modern Michelangelo at work. So true. I tune back into a square. Welcome back, Sarah. But yeah, let me get back on track. So yeah, we have 3 streams left, and it's definitely not impossible, because we are at, like, I think 57% of our overall goal here. So we have 3 streams to cover that ground. It's fine, Joe. It's nice of you to clarify for us. Thank you. I'm trying to, like, I want to be as open and honest about this situation, because I've had some people jump in chat and ask, like, hey, so why do you need this money? Do you actually need to file bankruptcy? So, like, I want to try to be as forward with this as I can. Leo the Gaming Cat says, question, what would happen if you raised over 10k? Say 12k? Basically the same thing as 10k at this point. Any money that I raise over $10,000 is just getting directly put into the channel. It's paying Adam more. It's bringing more editors on to make more videos faster. The only thing after I wipe out my debts I care about is just making more videos. I really think I could do YouTube full-time and make this my career, and the best way to do that is making more videos. So anything that gets donated at this point is going directly into the channel. But again, we'd be lucky to raise 10,000, right? Like, I'm not even gonna begin to worry about what happens if we get over 10 grand. Oh, God. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should explain while I'm here. Because stream basically ended like 30 minutes ago, but I like having this opportunity to talk to people. What is the plan for the next week? Tomorrow's stream, we're going to be doing Persona 1, which on Persona, which I think is what most people actually want to see me do. We'll play Persona 1 for a couple hours. And then the remaining 2 streams, we'll probably do Persona 1 again. And then maybe just some special, just like chill and talk with people stream at the end, just to celebrate that we got to the end of the event. Joe, I don't want you to burn in a forest fire of debt. The thing is, like, I have been in this fire since 2022, and I've just been scrambling to avoid it for years and find time to make videos in it. I'm not gonna die. Like, you don't need to worry about that. It's just, my choices right now are either I nuke the forest, which I'm excited that I have the ability to put out the fire at all. But ideally, I would like to get rid of my debt without screwing myself over for the next couple of years. I'm ready to do that. Like, I'm ready to take the burden of bankruptcy for a couple years if it just means getting to make more videos. But obviously I would like to... There's a better alternative here. And I would like to do that if we can. Offshore says I could see this going to at least 8K. My thing the whole time is I've been saying I don't think we get past 6 grand. Like, I think we cap out anywhere from 6 to 6,500. Which is fine. Again, amazing number. Anything at this point, I'm going to be more than happy to have to put towards, you know, just filing the bankruptcy and paying Adam more. Those are the 2 main goals for me. And I'm willing to nuke myself to do that. But, like, I don't want to ask people more. How did it even all start? I guess I can talk about that. I've got the time. So when I was 19, between a little bit of family inheritance and working jobs in high school and door dashing without really expenses for a year or 2, I had saved around like 7 grand. Just,
Out of curiosity, is it chapter 7 bankruptcy?
I think 13, whatever the bigger bankruptcy is what I'd be filing. Just absolutely reset button. I can't remember if that's 7 or 13. But the way that it started was I had saved around 7 grand, and I was really into tabletop RPGs with my, like, small friend group. My friend TJ had been our DM for a while, and I had just graduated high school. I had a bit of savings, and one night I was talking with TJ, and we wanted to make a game. Like a full-blown, none of our homebrew systems, an actual fully produced tabletop RPG that we tried to sell. And he was down. The agreement was we would split the work and expenses 50-50. And over the next year, we made a game called The Dread of Night. It's just a little fantasy monster hunter slayer thing. It's a decent game. It's not great. I'm not here to sell you on it, but we fully produced it. It's for sale on Amazon right now. We have a warehouse with like 2,000 copies. And I was for sure that was going to be my career. I was just going to make, you know, tabletop board games. And that was like my dream at the time. But Dread of Night was his idea, mainly. It was the world he wanted to make. It was his system. I was just like supporting him. I wanted to make a bit more of a fun party game. And he was like, look, if you're willing to let me take the creative lead on this one, after we make Dread of Night, we'll make your game. And I was like, okay, can do. So after we finished Dread of Night, it was time to start Agents of Fate. And I was so excited to work on it. I had put in so much like writing, and I had already like gotten the art team, the proofreaders, the playtesters, and he kind of didn't work on it for a couple months. He would do little proofreads every now and then, and he would tell me like, "Hey, I'll look at it when I get a chance." But we got like 5 months in, and one day he basically told me, and this isn't me paraphrasing, this is genuinely what he said, that like, because it wasn't his artistic vision, he could not motivate himself to work on it. He had no inspiration to like write it. He didn't want to play test it. And he was like, hey, I kind of made the game I wanted to make. Like, so I'm going to walk away from all of this. You can keep the company and whatever. And I was like, what about the money you owe? Because we had signed contracts with a full art team, writers, editors, distributors, and I had fronted the money for the two of us because he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll pay it. I'll pay it eventually. I'll pay near the second half of production." And then he just left. And suddenly I was sitting there with like $10,000 in unpaid money to hardworking artists and writers. And he was like, "Look, you can keep all of it. You can keep whatever money you make off of your game and use that to pay towards what I owe these people." And at the time I was so confident in Agents of Fate doing well that I said, "Okay." And then when Agents of Fate went to market, it did horribly. It was projected to raise like $30,000. It barely raised $4,000. So suddenly, there was like a team of 20 people, of artists and writers and editors who were supposed to be paid from my partner, that he just left. And the money wasn't there. I didn't have the money. But he was gone, and I didn't want to tell all these people, like, hey, this guy left, so you just don't get paid anymore. After they had worked so hard on, drawing and writing and all this shit. So I had used my credit and savings to take out loans and credit cards to pay the people off with that. Because I didn't want artists to go unpaid. They had worked on that as much as I had for a year. So, he was gone. And now suddenly I was sitting in $15,000 of debt so that like all these other artists didn't have to take it on. Thank you for the loot box. Sorry to I was kind of loud. I yelled in the mic for that. And since then, after Agents of Fate kind of failed, I just started to focus on YouTube because it's too expensive to do tabletop.
Help you with paying for your bankruptcy?
No, don't worry about my tabletops. Both of those books are available for free on the Patreon right now. I'll link those in a bit. Don't worry about that. I'm done with tabletop development. I'm very sour on that whole experience. Because what's funny is the month after the Agents of Fate Kickstarter failed is when the Persona Bear video came out. So it was okay, I guess I'm doing this now. I might have a career on YouTube if people want to watch me do this. So I have been very fortunate to been able to pivot. But to answer the question, how did I even end up in this ludicrous amount of debt? It's just because I didn't want a full team of people to get screwed over because someone left because they got bored. So since then, any money that I've made off YouTube or DoorDashing have been going to these 15 different monthly payments from these loans I took out. And then any wiggle room that I get goes to Adam to make videos. So that's kind of how the fire has started. I'm reading chat. You went into debt to be a good person. I wouldn't honestly like white knight it like that. It was the responsible thing to do. I don't want to make it sound like I'm some hero. At the time, I was not Joe Frederick. I was just Joseph. You know, I was just like a failed author who didn't want to screw over other people. Thank you, Abyssal, for becoming a YouTube member. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, so that's why at this point, bankruptcy is the like second best option, because it would just like completely reset me. It would reset all my debts and owed, you know, IOUs, whatever. It would just be the money I make from YouTube goes into YouTube, and then like a little bit of rent and food, but that, don't worry too much about that. There are plenty of people who would have just left those artists with nothing, though. That is a good thing to do. I agree. I don't want to be too insecure and say I did the, like, wrong thing. I just don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to make myself seem like this heroic victim, you know? That's why I have been so grateful for YouTube, though. Because you have to... At that point, I had been working on the books for 2.5, 3 years. It was everything I had done in my adult life after high school at that point. And it felt like I failed. Like, both books, like, didn't really sell at all. And I had used, like, $20,000 of my money at that point in this career that went nowhere with nothing to show for it. And then, like... as I was in the worst depression of my life dealing with the like resolution of that, YouTube started. And I started to build an audience of people who cared about what I had to say. My biggest regret in life is not using that money to start YouTube sooner. Like, I would give anything to go back in time and say, don't worry about these fucking books. Just do YouTube. That is what you're good at. People will enjoy this. And I'm really hoping my dream right now isn't to become this big famous YouTuber. My dream is to just only have to worry about YouTube. To make enough money to keep making videos that people will enjoy. I don't really care about becoming famous or rich. I just want to do what I like doing for people who like it. Is it safe to say that you aren't going to talk to that guy ever again? To an extent. Despite how I might have made it sound, we are on decent terms now. We did fight when that happened, obviously, but we can message each other if an emergency happens at some point. We're not gonna be partners again. We're not, like, friends anymore. But we're not enemies, for what it's worth. I don't want this to seem like I'm running a smear campaign on him. He had his reasons, and even if it fucked me over, I'm not, like, innocent in the ordeal. Actually crazy that you got over 5K on donations. I'm so happy for you, funny persona guy. Thank you. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I am at a voice call with my girlfriend on my laptop, and I heard her start to talk across the room, so I had to deafen that really quick. I guess I'll answer any questions you guys might have about the situation at this point, because I'll wrap up stream kind of soon here, but this is the closest I'm ever going to get to being able to just answer questions without yelling about it, you know? I would genuinely be a sadder person if I hadn't seen your videos. Well, thank you. And the reason I'm, like, so happy doing what I'm doing is that as a kid growing up, I would watch channels like Game Grumps and other people and think, like, oh, man, my life is so much better because I have these distractions and, like, ways to cheer myself up. And the fact that I get to be that channel for some people now means the world to me. Do I have Mario Kart footage I can put on screen? Mario Kart? Any Mario Karters? Here we go. This is what people want to see. Toad footage. All right. Can we extend the deadline if we get amount of trust or like 6K? Maybe. The problem is any money that we make after the 31st, I won't see until September 21st. So it's possible. But again, I don't really think we're going to get that close. If you get enough dono money to pay off your debts, but only after the month was up, would you still need to file for bankruptcy, or could you wait? That's the thing. If I were able to raise $10,000, I don't have to file bankruptcy at all. That would be enough money for me to pay off enough of my debts where bankruptcy isn't the only option. 10 grand would let me pay off enough debts that I could do YouTube full time and not file bankruptcy, to put it the most simply. Honestly, I think ever since I found you and John's channels, I think I've actually been a better person. Thank you so much for what you've done, Joe. You're amazing. Thank you, Shiro. I'm happy that I could help in any indirect way. I guess I could do PayPal. That's true. I could maybe extend it a couple days through the PayPal donations. I didn't really think of that. I'll maybe do that, the wall. The problem is, I don't want to seem greedy. I don't want to keep extending the stream over and over and over again just to hope people give me money. Kind of the idea is like, this is a one-time event. Like, this, I don't want every day I stream just begging for money. Going for, like, doing 5 streams in a row, that's kind of the most comfortable I am with, like, if it happens, it happens, you know? What if you got 8K or 9K? If by the 31st, if we were at 8K, I would be willing to extend it maybe, like, 3 days. Just to see. That's close enough that I'd be like, alright, maybe there are some people who want to donate but just need a couple days. But I don't want to seem desperate. Like, I am desperate to get out of this situation, but I don't want to take advantage. That is the most important thing to me. I know you guys want to help. I know. And the fact that you guys have raised as much money as you have for a very small community is already a massive milestone. Also, it is hysterical to me that the name and thumbnail of this stream is which persona demons would I fuck? And anyone who's joined in the last 30 minutes has heard me sappily talking about my value in this community. Joe, I'm making Jeopardy board. Can you give me a game to get lore from for 400 points? Minecraft lore. That's kind of a funny one because, like, Minecraft does have extensive lore, but it's not really on the forefront. So that's kind of a fun, obscure one. Have you talked to a bankruptcy lawyer about this? Yes, I have. I have a lawyer that I've been speaking to the past year, actually. Right now, I am set up with him to... I have all the information. I just need to pay the bill to file it on the 20th of August. So, as far as he knows, like, I'm ready to lock in. He doesn't even know I'm, like, considering not doing bankruptcy if we hit this goal. He'll still get paid. I just won't have to pay, like, $2 grand. The thing is, like, this has been the best year for my channel ever. Which, that's not saying a lot, because I've only been doing YouTube, really, for, like, 3 years now. But since the start of this year, I got my first 2 sponsorship opportunities. Now, granted, one of them ended up being a scam, but that's not really the company's fault. I got my first sponsorship opportunities. The channel broke 20,000 subscribers, and will probably break 30 by the end of the year. I became an official Sega creator. Like, I'm in the creator program. I met John Persona, Incompetency, Oziak, Yandere, Gogeta. Like, I've met so many of, like, these creators I've, like, adored and respected. And, like, they're my friends to an extent now. I don't want to sound super parasocial and say we're best buddies. John, I consider a good friend. Everyone else, I'm just starting to get to know. But, like, there has been so much good that has happened for the channel this year that there is enough for me to think this could be a career. I just need, like, give me 1 year of no debt and just putting all my time and effort into YouTube, and this could be my full-time job, and I think I could be good at it. So if I have to file bankruptcy to get a shot at that, I will. Joseph Frederick, we are investing in your content. This is not throwing money at you. Think of it like we're paying for your future quality rather than you owing us for money at you. Love you, Joe. Thank you, Ziggy. Voice of the whole chat right now. Ugh. But yeah, I have so many ideas for videos. The Persona Crimes video, that is coming out sometime in August. No later than, like, August 21st. I am confident it is the best video I have ever made. It is the most interesting concept. It's the funniest. It's the highest produced. Like, I think that is going to be the #1 video on the channel. And it's not even close. And I think that's going to shoot the channel up to 30,000 subscribers. But, like, on top of that, I have so many other videos I want to make of, like, talking about Persona Trinity Soul. I want to continue Persona Danganronpa. I want to talk about the absurd lore of the Persona drama CDs. There's so much stuff I want to do. And so, like, I've got plans. I am nothing but short on ideas. I just need the time and resources to make it. Oh, let this read out.
You're inspiring. You deserve all this help from everyone. You answered my question earlier seriously. You inspired me to take a chance on
Aw,
YouTube.
thank you, Court of Fools. You were the one that asked about the voice stuff, right? I am really hoping my cat didn't step on my power button. Okay. Whew. My cat jumped on the PC. I thought she turned it off. Yeah, honestly, do it. Like, my advice for YouTube is everyone is going to suck when they start. Everyone sucks to an extent, but you're only going to get better. You just have to keep doing it. Even if you're getting no views, as long as you're willing to adapt and you believe in yourself, it can be done. Joe, you were literally how I got into Persona. I'm sorry. I feel so bad when people are like, I got into Persona because of you. And I'm like, oh no, I gave you the worms. I am going to wrap up here. I feel bad that the last hour of stream has just been me venting. I will be streaming tomorrow. Make sure to join the Discord.
I found a few Persona
Oh,
cahoots
thank you, Gavin. Send them to me on Discord and I'll put them in the back pocket. I'll be streaming Persona 1 with John Persona tomorrow. We keep pressing on. We keep trying for the 10 grand. Whoa. But thank you, everyone, for giving me just a minute to get emotional and talk about the kind of the background of this. But yeah,